Welcome. Robert J. Conley here. Welcome to my 2021 commencement address. Both graduates, parents, future employers. It's a great day. So graduates, you're probably fretting about entering this, the real world. You've probably spent 4 years in college talking about, oh yeah, the real world, as if it's something completely different. And in many ways it is. But there's the real world and there's adulting. Oh, the scary adulting. If you think adulting's tough, try aging. All right. So I have good news and bad news. Now, the bad news is the real world can be a brutal place. The good news is that never in the history of mankind has the real world been more accommodating for incompetent neophytes. Now, don't get your hackles up. Embrace that you're incompetent. Your acknowledgement that you lack the know-how, some of the qualities, some of the skills to deliver effective action in the marketplace serves as the foundation from which to grow your career. Now, and to build an overall successful life. So first thing is, don't make the mistake that the credential that we call a college diploma is evidence that you're competent. It is, consider it more evidence that you have the potential to be competent in the marketplace. It's evidence of your potential to be competent in the marketplace. So you've shown a certain degree of competence in school, and now it's incumbent upon you to enter the quote unquote real world and display your competence. Now, this is the point where people would start whipping out the Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours to world class or competence. I think he says 10,000 hours for mastery, and it's not that that's wrong, but that number gets bandied about as if, first of all, it's based on hard fact, and secondly, it is expressed incompletely. So here are the things that I want to put in your heads and to have stick with you. Number one, you can't start from the position of, well, I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. Nobody has ever succeeded massively on, I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. Do you think Mumford and Son, the lads in Mumford and Sons, looked around, looked at each other and said, oh, I guess this is what we're supposed to do? No, it comes from an inner place. And what you need to know is that if you're coming from I guess this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what my parents expect, this is what others expect, the danger is, and the reality of life actually is, that you will never have enough energy to do what it takes to be world class, to be the best you can be in that chosen field. You can't overcome that indifference to do all that it takes to be truly great. So that number one thing is get away from, I guess this is what others think I should do. This is what others would think is a great job. What others might think is a great job may not be the right one for you. So let go of, this is what I'm supposed to do. All right. Number two, expect that failure is a key component on the road to competency. Remember, if you've seen my past videos, trial and error, trial success, trial and error, trial and error. Trial and error is interspersed with study, learning, understanding. And it's only by going through that complete cycle of studying results, understanding, learning, that you can now go trial, success, trial, success. Oh, look, I tried something new, trial and error. And to embrace that as a key component, because a key component of competency is also being crystal clear, not only in what works, but what doesn't work. That's next level competency. You know what? I've tried that that doesn't work. And being able to say that from a place of certainty, of having tried, of having experimented, of having studied, that elevates you in your ability to deliver satisfaction to the marketplace. All right. Number 3, you must decide to be a master of the game. Now, what I'm not telling you, I want to be crystal clear. I'm not telling you that you must decide right now what game you want to master. I would urge you to do a lot of trial and error, to take in as many experiences as possible in your 20s, because if you will continually engage that process, you will find something that you master. But you must decide to have that commitment to be the master of a game. And when I to master a game, I don't mean the master, but to be someone who consistently delivers quantity and quality to your chosen marketplace. And so that decision, I'm going to be the best. Now, you'll know that you've chosen the right thing, more or less, when the thought of doing the extra work it takes, the studying at night, the hours of working for no compensation or for little compensation, you'll know that you're on the right track when that makes you happy. When you go, wow, I love paying this price. I love doing this. And oh, by the way, not too many other people are. And so putting yourself in that place, and understanding the energy you get from doing all those extra things to be the top of class, that's a sign you're on the right track. Now, if you're feeling a little bit lost also, it's about reverse engineering. What is it that's I remember the four essentials: values, interests, temperament, and aptitudes, natural abilities, and reverse engineer and go, what is it that I would be willing to work 60, 70 hours a week at, and I would really be happy and satisfied in growing, knowing that I'm going to deliver unparalleled satisfaction to the marketplace. All right. Now, my 4th point is, when given the choice between choosing a credential and choosing experience, always choose experience. Now, there are certain fields for which a credential is essential. If you want to be an accountant, you need to pass the CPA exam. If you want to be a doctor, you have that whole road. You need those credentials. I understand that. Once you have the minimum credentials for your field, I would always urge you to choose experiences over credentials. You'll learn far more about what it takes to supply satisfaction in your marketplace if you will learn from the people in your field. You'll learn more if you have the choice every night of the week to either spend 3 hours driving your boss or someone else around, someone else in the company around town, or to and whatever. If you have the choice between spending your evenings doing that or spending your evenings going to another class that gave you another credential, you would learn far more about what it takes if you're driving that person around and you're asking questions and you're learning and there are so many things you don't even know to ask, that in those kinds of prolonged time together, you just have these conversations. I had a mentor that used to call it the "oh, by the way" question. That's why you physically want to be around, so that you can have these "oh, by the way" questions. Now, finally, number 5 is, again, if you're not finding satisfaction, always return to those basics: values, interests, temperament, natural abilities. Now, for the most part, people come to me because interests and values are pretty well aligned, but for reasons they don't understand, they call me because for a reason they don't understand, their job isn't quite working. And it almost always comes down to not having a clear picture on the impact of temperament and aptitudes. And that's why people call me. And that's why I want to welcome you to contact me. I'm Robert J. Conley, and you can contact me at robertjconley.com. Congratulations, class of 21. Keep moving forward and make that decision to master a game. Take care.